I've been gone a while. I forgot how to work the equipment. Just having trouble turning on the mics. Good morning, everybody. Welcome. It is a live show, not a pre-recorded show. This is a live program, and it's Monday morning. And the connection that we have with this audience.
We must love you.
You know, when we signed this deal, we have 10 weeks vacation a year. And we could have stayed out another 2 weeks, but
Don't even say it.
We didn't. We are not taking the full 10 because...
Too much now.
Yeah, even we were yelling at ourselves. But good morning, everybody. Yeah, it's going to be 104 degrees here in New York today. And
really? You're going to crack the 100 mark?
Yeah. But, you know, I got to tell you something about the Howard 100, Howard 101 channels. I don't really think we're required here live anymore. I was listening for 2 weeks to the replays every time I got in my car. And they are absolutely fabulous. And I got to tell you something. I want to applaud us for great shows, because every time I tune in, I'm laughing my ass off.
I was listening this morning to an old conversation about the film festival, and I was chuckling.
I'm thanking myself and applauding for myself. Thank you for applauding for me.
Yeah.
Yeah, so we were away, and now we are back live. And there certainly is a lot to talk about. I mean, aside from what everyone did on their vacation, especially Artie. I mean, good Lord, we want to know.
I keep reading articles about Artie.
Me too. Like
articles?
Yeah, me too. Articles about Artie in Vegas.
Yeah.
Really? Articles about Artie in Atlantic City. You know, most of them involve gambling meccas.
Yes. Artie just goes between Atlantic City and Vegas, I think.
Yeah, I feel like you worked a lot during vacation.
I did do quite a bit of work, yeah.
Yeah.
But I also mixed in pleasure, too. I went to the All-Star game with John Hein, yeah. But we called in to...
I heard about that. Yeah. I didn't get to actually hear it, but I heard about it.
Yeah, we figured...
Clearly you've lost weight over vacation, and quite a bit.
You think so?
Oh, I know it.
Let me see you.
I can see it in your face. I can see it in your belly.
Take a little walk down the runway, you. You little model, you.
Dude, you got to pick up those pants. I'm looking at ass crack. I'm not talking about the top of your ass. I'm talking about mid...
He's mid-ass.
That's the hip-hop look, man.
No, you lower those pants, I'll see your labias.
That'd be funny if I had labias.
Who knows?
After all that?
Yeah, I probably dropped a couple, definitely.
Now, do you two have a bet about his weight?
No, we don't have a bet, but here's what I predicted. Artie's feeling a lot of pressure because he did get an opportunity to appear on the hit TV show Entourage.
Yes, I was reading about that, too.
And Artie really wants to do well on Entourage, and they did indicate that they gave him the job after they saw a premiere or preview of his movie Beer League.
Yeah.
And in Beer League, down had gotten quite thin.
Right.
They want that Artie.
They didn't know the Artie they saw on the, what's that, the Best Damn Sports Show?
Yeah.
Which was an Artie near death.
The Artie on the Best Damn Sports Show shocked the hell out of these guys who gave him the part.
Shot the puss.
They did suggest to Artie's manager that maybe Artie lose a few. My prediction was over vacation Artie would in fact gain weight, and that he would only be able to diet down to his previous weight.
Oh, I thought there was some kind of bet involved.
I was good almost the whole vacation except for the home run derby and the actual All-Star game.
How many hot dogs did you eat?
Well, at baseball games, I go back to being a kid. It's not how much you eat, it's the variety.
So you have to try everything.
Everything, every type of shit food is available at a baseball game.
Yeah, one thing about Artie, when he gains weight, he's not on good food. It's devil dogs, it's all kinds of soda.
So was it Cracker Jacks?
Yes, exactly, Robin. It was a foot. The day of the off. I think I said this on Pharrell. I went over this, but I actually wrote it down when I got back to my hotel room. I said I got to get this right. I had at the All-Star game.
This is like the movie Super Size Me. Go ahead, yeah.
I in this order. A chicken tenders platter with giant French fries. I mean, like, the French fries look like canoes at PNC Park in Pittsburgh, which is one of the best places on the planet. Then I had a waffle cone.
A waffle cone.
A waffle cone, which is,
you know, that's ice cream, what you got in a cup.
Right, and it's
most people would think that's dessert and you wouldn't eat after dessert.
Right, so then I said to myself, this is fine, now I'm kind of full.
Mm-hmm.
What is the waffle cone, though? Is that
an enormous ice cream cone that looks like, it's a waffle, I guess, that they fuse together somehow.
Yeah. Well, you know how it's more cone.
Right.
You know, what you get is like a thicker cone.
And therefore, you're able to shove more ice cream into the cone.
Right.
And our friends in the Midwest, my God, the portions in Midwestern, it's insane. Like, the woman just...
Like, you're skinny there in the Midwest.
I'm always the thinnest person in the room, including the women. This woman who worked the counter, it's all white people who work the counters back there, which is kind of an odd thing for me to get used to. Yeah, it is. Especially compared to the Yankee Stadium. She had forearms, like, you know those enormous forearms that just flap back and forth in the wind?
Well, you mean the triceps?
Yeah. Triceps. She made my waffle cone, and she just put that thing down to let the ice cream flow, and then just had a conversation. Like, hey, Flo, how's it going? How was the wedding? And I mean, like,
the ice cream's still going.
It was a mountain of ice cream.
Yeah.
So after that...
Well, she saw you were a big boy. She knows you need your ice cream.
You needed the jumbo.
So after that, I figured, okay, maybe that's enough. Now, first of all, I'm with John Hein, who is no amateur when it comes to fucking eating.
Right, yeah.
John doesn't drink, but he eats, like, insanely.
He makes up for it, huh?
He destroys himself through food.
Right, so... batting practice ends. Now we're watching the game, great game. Third inning, I see John walk down with 2 foot-long hot dogs.
Oh, so you're only up to the second inning and you've had all this.
Right, this was during batting practice.
Right.
Yeah, the game hadn't started.
Yeah.
The actual game.
We went to see batting practice.
Do you shit through the game? Like, do you have to go, like, drop a load down in the public bathroom?
I've been to maybe 400 Yankee games in my life. I think I've shit once at Yankee Stadium, and that was an emergency.
You hold it in.
You don't want to shit at a ball game.
Because Beth's brother came to town, and he was at the airport. He says, he says, I shit in, what airport? He shit in O'Hare.
Oh.
I go, you're kidding? He goes, no big deal.
Really?
He doesn't mind shitting in an airport.
I've shit in airports many a time because you have to, and it's just the worst experience ever. So
Hein comes walking
with
down.
With foot-long hot dogs. I go, fuck, I got to have a foot-long hot dog. So I go up, I get a foot-long hot dog.
Just one?
Just one, but I was going to get another one, but next to, in the grill area was a beautiful-looking cheeseburger. So now the floodgates open. Now I'm like, fuck, I'm losing my mind. I said, give me the cheeseburger, too. So now I have a foot-long hot dog and a cheeseburger. And then I got Cracker Jacks to take back to the...
How do you carry all this?
well, that's a part
of... Resting on his big belly.
That's a skill, too. Well, I brought the cheeseburger over to where you put the ketchup and mustard on, and there must be a million pictures of me with people eating, because they just walked out to me and said, Artie, clink, Artie, clink. And I'm eating stuff dripping down my... cheese is dripping down my arm. Yeah. And then I got Cracker Jacks, brought them back, and then by the 5th inning, I went and I got peanuts. So
when you say peanuts, are the ones with the shell?
Those enormous shell peanuts.
Yeah, they give you a huge bag.
But those are good because at least it takes you time to deshell them.
Right. It's almost a ritual with that.
Or do you eat the shell?
And then I had probably 4 enormous Cokes. Then I had, in the 7th inning, I go to take a leak, and I see these guys walking with a slice of pizza. Where'd you get a slice of pizza? They go, it's downstairs, we'll show you. They walked and showed me. I got 2 slices of pizza. So I ate...
How do you not shit?
I had it, back at the fucking room the next morning. He
blew up the toilet?
Yeah, it was, so I ate a waffle cone, a foot-long hot dog, a chicken platter with fries, a slice of pizza, a cheeseburger, Cracker Jacks, and peanuts. That's what I had at the All-Star game.
John, what do you want to add to this?
Well, one of the funniest thing was, first of all, everybody at the stadium recognized Artie, screaming Artie's name left and right. And he's such a good guy. He takes a picture with everybody. So as he's trying to carry this food...
Do people tell Artie that they miss him on radio?
No, I mean...
Because that drives me crazy. Some guy said to me, Howard, I missed the show so much. And I go, fuck not. Why don't you buy some Sirius?
Dude, John, and back me up on this. Everyone had Sirius.
Yeah.
I mean, it was like everyone had fucking Sirius.
That's where I go. In Italy, it seems that, these people have discretionary income.
Yeah.
They still haven't gotten Sirius.
I'm telling you.
Son of a bitch.
It seemed like everybody we ran into it. I mean, they were talking about Crazy Alice. They knew the show.
That's how you knew, because they were referring to stuff that happened in the last couple of months on the show.
Right.
Somebody asked about Siobhan. I mean, so that was
in hell, Artie.
So he's walking with all this stuff. Like he must have offered me Cracker Jacks like 10 times. It's a ball game, Cracker Jack, come on. And then people would stop him and he'd take a picture. And when he had the waffle cone just kept dripping and dripping. And people loved it because they had a picture with Artie with waffle
food.
Exactly, dripping all over the place.
Were you disgusted by what Artie was eating?
Not at all. It's a ball game.
Yeah, John
John looks skinny today compared to you.
For Home Run Derby, we get there, And I got a dog. It's
not even a game.
Well, they sell it out, though.
Yeah.
And same ticket price, by the way. Baseball's insane. $200 face for the fucking home run derby, too. I got a dog and a cheeseburger, and I brought John 2 cheeseburgers, but I dropped one, which is like fucking mortal sin. Right. So John ate 1 hot dog. I had a cheeseburger.
At any point do you go, when you see that cheeseburger laying on the ground, I can pick it up and eat it?
Yeah, well, it was a hot dog. Yeah. And guy next to me, without missing a beat, this big guy chewing, he goes, 5-second rule. You know what that is?
Yeah. If you pick it up in 5 seconds, it's no germs.
Yeah, right. I didn't go with the 5-second
How fat was that guy?
John, did we see some of the fattest human beings you've ever seen?
Huge. Like cattle.
And they're there to watch a sporting event.
Yeah, I mean,
so why on Entourage? Can't you just be your usual fat self?
Well, no, I'm doing that Wednesday and Thursday, by the way. That's a done deal.
Oh,
when, this week?
Yeah.
Oh, you're going? Yeah, because Artie's manager kept calling. I said, hey, Friday we're off. Why don't you just do Thursday, Friday? You miss one show.
Uh-huh.
And then they're like, no, Entourage can't do that. I'm like, sure they could do it. Of course they could do it. Entourage will do it.
They just had an episode about what can a person do when they have a schedule. And Artie's like falling into the trap.
Yeah. Believe me, if Artie had put his foot down and said, Thursday, Fridays, when I'm available, I got another job.
Yeah.
But I wasn't going to get started with that again. I mean,
because Artie would have a nervous breakdown.
Yeah, because I drove Artie into a nervous breakdown. Because Artie can't tell anybody anything.
Artie would have to take to the mat.
Well, first of all, Artie shouldn't have to do that. You're right. That's why I'm supposed to have representation.
Yeah, well, where's your representation? The weak fucking maggots that represent you should get on the phone.
They say yes to everybody but us.
I mean, yeah, I'm the only one that has to sit there and put up with this.
Well, I got something else I got to ask you.
Yeah.
But this you might be into because it might be a story. So Comedy Central is roasting William Shatner.
Right.
So they called me to roast him.
Yeah, you got to do it.
The problem is it's a Sunday night, August 13th. So what I'd have to do is, and I'm definitely willing to do this, I'll just get right on a red eye.
Okay, do whatever you want. Just get
late,
I'd be here 2 hours late. Is that cool?
Whatever you want. What am I going to do, tell you no?
Yeah, you could say no.
I hate this.
You could say
no. No. Right, no.
Okay, then I won't do it.
No to Entourage, too.
Yeah, no to Entourage.
No.
Because I don't want you to, I want you here. Of course I want you here. You work on the show. What am I supposed to say to these requests?
No.
Well, if I say no, you're going to all bum out and go into your fucking depression.
Oh, no, I won't.
You're going to take medication again.
I got to go. I was a star before I came here.
Who was a star?
I don't know.
Do what Artie
never came out of my mouth.
I don't want the Artie's got to do what Artie's got to do speech. I'd just rather spare myself. I really would.
That's it.
I'm like, oh, Christ, I'm going to get the Artie's got to do speech.
I have a totally different situation here. At K-Rock, I was, contractually allowed to do that. This time I signed a deal where I have to ask you. And I'm totally willing to do
since you have a contract, stop asking.
Well, it requires me to ask you.
But you expect a yes.
I don't want to be in that position where you do whatever you want.
This is one time where it might be kind of funny, because I thought maybe the news could cover it.
Does me no good.
All right.
They should cover Entourage, too. What, are they not going to cover that?
Yeah, well, I think they're sending somebody out there. They could go nuts. I don't give a shit. So anyway, you
ought to call us from when you're doing Entourage.
I would love to. I'll call from the set. All right. So no, they were the fattest human beings we've ever seen on the planet. And then they need a crowbar to get into the fucking seat.
That was great.
That one guy we were looking at?
Artie and I are sitting there in the seats, and Artie taps me and he goes, how can that guy fit in that seat? And we laugh, and we look at each other, and we start laughing also, because we're not that far from being in that boat.
I had full mouth, and I said, that's the fattest human being I've ever seen.
Makes you feel good, though.
No, it does. I mean, it was like, did you ever see, this guy looked like, did you ever see the movie Seven, the guy who died, the obese guy?
Yeah.
This is what that guy looked like, man. So
you look like you lost some weight, though, oddly enough.
Well, those were the only 2 days I joined a basketball league, which is a blast. I'm playing full-court basketball.
And you're not having a heart attack.
And, they know to substitute for Artie.
How long can you run up and down the court?
I'm good for like about, we play up to 15 by ones. I'm good to like maybe 8 or 9 before I need a...
How many, and how old are these guys?
They're all my age. The guys in their 30s. But some of them
You're not doubled over? During the game?
Yes, by that point, there's cramps. But no, guys in their 30s don't look like me. They're in good shape, these guys.
Do they recommend that you eat that much food before you play? I mean, What about, do you have to get like a medical exam to be in this league?
No, they're just like, sign up, we need guys.
What about when we last left you?
Yeah.
And this was my favorite story over vacation. I said, I got on in the morning at 6 in the morning. I weighed Artie. He weighed 276. I predicted by the end of the show, Artie would weigh at least a pound more.
Right.
And sure enough, you gained a pound in 4 hours.
It was either 277 or 277. It was
277.
Yeah, God.
Great about it is that Artie goes, they give you those little syrups, so I use like 5 of them. Meanwhile, it's those big packets of syrup.
It's a huge tin of...
It's a tin.
Yeah.
And look at how much syrup is on that. You know, dude, that is crazy excessive.
No butter, though.
Thank goodness.
Nice. Get on the scale. Let's see if he lost. I'm dying.
I wanted to wait until tomorrow at the end of the show.
Just weigh yourself.
Why tomorrow at the end of the show?
Tomorrow. Yeah, what is the philosophy there?
That was...
What? No, wait.
What is that, pre-launch?
Well, that was when I was leaving to do Entourage. I said, how much would I lose before Entourage?
Just get on the scale. I think you lost weight.
He doesn't look much different, though.
He looks thinner to me.
I'm talking about the face. You know, like, that's what you're going to see on Entourage.
He had an enormous face.
And this plays basketball?
He's the size of a basketball. Let's see. 2. Oh, wow, you lost weight.
Wow.
You lost 3 pounds. It's 274. 2 pounds. You know what's funny? And he looks at me and he goes, yeah, I lost weight. And he's nodding. Yeah, I know. You know.
Holy shit.
I was like, wow, you lost weight? And he's like, yeah. I go, 274. He lost 2 pounds.
I thought I was in the 260.
It's because he's wearing one less shirt.
I was going to say, where would he find pants that would fall off him?
He's wearing one less shirt.
I think I had a sweatshirt on.
Well, what I tell you, you would weigh the same as you do now.
Right.
Yeah, as you did when we left. And you're pretty much there.
You did good.
Yeah, you did good. You didn't gain.
Well, yeah, that's a win on some level.
They're waiting for the Artie from Beer League to show up.
Well, you better run to California. Don't take a plane.
What do you play? Yeah, what do you play?
Well, actually, no, this will be fun. We could look up the chick that I make out with. I have a hot fiance I make out with.
What's her name?
Leslie Bibb.
Oh,
she's on the cover.
Leslie Bibb is hot.
She's on the cover of some magazine.
Leslie Bibb isn't that the girl from our movie?
Yes, absolutely.
From Private Parts.
She's in Private Parts? What'd she do?
She plays the NBC page. Then she went on. She got a TV show in...
oh, wow.
Yeah, it was sort of like a takeoff on that teenage movie with Alicia Silverstone.
Wow, how weird. She's in Private Parts. How crazy.
She was in Clueless, like the TV show or something. Yeah. Leslie
she
Bibb.
played like the lead, like the Clueless girl?
She's really good.
Wow.
Good looking as can be.
Yeah, he said she's on the cover of some magazine right now, so... plays my fiance, and I got a scene where I'm making out with her.
Yeah,
oh, boy.
I guarantee you she ain't gonna. You know what? She's kind of uptight.
She probably is gonna want more money.
Yeah.
They're gonna have to pay her the fee to kiss you.
When I was executive producing Son of the Beach, I had to pay women extra to make out with Tim Stack.
I remember that.
I mean, I'm not shitting you. I mean, we go through all the
hilarious.
We go through all the extras, the hot extras in their bikinis, and we go, look, we need you to make out with Tim and act like he's a hot guy. And they'd go, well, how much extra are you going to give us? You
know, that's so funny because the guy on Entourage, Turtle, the guy who plays Turtle, they were talking about the girls, and he's like, you know, dude, you got to give me a scene. You got to find a girl who's not halfway repulsed by me and give me a love scene.
Well, with Tim, we'd hand out like hundreds, you know, and then like one girl was like, I can't do it.
Really? She turned down the money.
She didn't take the job?
And then the other fucking guys all go tell Tim, hey, Tim, they go, that girl won't even take money to make out with you. And then he's walking around feeling bad, and they're cracking up.
That's horrible.
That's cruel.
Way to make your star feel good.
That's cruel.
And then Tim would walk around, am I really that bad?
Oh.
Am I really that bad?
Oh, my God. Yeah, that'll do wonders for your self-esteem.
Really? So did Leslie know that she was kissing Artie when she took this job?
That'd be funny if she goes running out of there. Like remember that chick in that Vietnam picture running down the street naked?
Right.
Yeah, like maybe that's like Leslie Bibb.
She better be hotter than that chick.
Well, I know she's divorced. Fred just handed me a note. She's divorced and her father died when she was 3.
I checked out IMDb, and those are. I think you can get her.
Is there a picture of her, Fred?
Oh, she's sweet looking.
Let's put up some pictures of her.
Yeah, I want to see what she looks like. I never saw her before.
You never? Okay.
There she is.
Well, I saw Private Parts.
Look at that.
Holy shit.
Oh, she's a gorgeous girl.
Her nickname is the Bibster.
The Bibster.
Oh, man. She is fucking hot.
Yeah.
Artie, you're single. She's single.
I'm going to give her the old Lang makeout session.
Any more pictures of her? That is a sexy picture. Yeah, she's way hot.
Yeah, it looks like she's loosened up in the last few years.
Does she have lines in Private Parts?
Yeah. Yeah, she's like I would say she's got one scene she walks by. She says like 2 lines.
Well, you know what? I'll try to put her on the phone with you. From L.A.
So she's got to do full Mac Daddy blowout makeout
Tongues
scene?
and everything?
There's a scene where Jeremy Piven and his wife walk in and we're like really going at it.
Wow.
Like in bed?
No.
Oh, okay.
No. But making out, like on the couch.
Hey, you want to know what? Learn from your friend here.
Yeah.
Private Parts, whenever they had a makeout scene,
right.
I put hands on titties. And I went for it. Yep.
Well, we wrote in Beer League, that chick, we wrote in that I grab her tits. It's like in the script.
It's in the script. What
when
writers?
I'm an actor, man. And when I'm in a scene and you tell me I'm supposed to be in love with a chick,
That's love.
That's love. I grab
gotta
ass.
make it look real, right?
I put fingers in ass. I squeeze labias. I mean, I do it all, pal.
Mary McCormick's got nice cans, too.
I felt Mary McCormick up like 3 times. You know, same with the chick in the bathtub. I mean, forget about it.
Mary looked like she was being raped half.
Yeah. I'm not sure she wasn't. I was up on charges for 2 years till I cleared my name.
She came out of the scenes with rape head?
That's right. She had a lawyer after every scene contacting me. You know, well, anyway. Oh, bad news, Artie. In her bio, she has 2 dogs.
Oh,
sorry.
That's not going to work out.
Well, it doesn't. I won't have any dogs in my trailer where I'm having sex with her.
No, we thought for the long term.
I thought me and Leslie would be long term.
Leslie Bibb. No hesitation. Just walk in and just put your finger inside her and go, oh, hey, we're supposed to be... Because no lube?
That's how I make out.
Howard told me that's how you make out in a movie.
I had to have a discussion with the creator, the guy Doug Ellen, the executive producer. And I said, who is playing this girl? And he actually said, he goes, oh, Howard's going to love this one, Leslie Bibb.
Yeah.
And I said, I don't know who that is. And he's like, oh, God, she's smoking.
Smoking, huh? He's right. The guy knows what he's talking about.
Yeah, it's a good thing that people want to be on that show, Artie.
Right.
Yeah, they'll do anything to get on
We'll see how much they want to be on the show.
Smoking hot chick. I wonder how old she is now.
Oh, she's got to be late 20s.
Born in 74.
84, 94, 2002.
Oh, yeah. 32 already.
Got 2 more.
There she is. There's another shot of her.
Wow.
She needs my sausage.
She needs implants, too.
Oh, no, she doesn't.
No, she doesn't. She's just laying on her back there. She's actually got some sizable titties.
32 is, she better start...
She's getting a little desperate.
She better make it soon.
She might be willing to go out with you, Artie. She might be desperate. Well, the big question is, did you get laid over the 2 weeks?
I see. I'm in a situation now where, and you're going to find this crazy. But even if I do, I'm not saying anything.
So he did. Good for you.
No, but
man.
because I still think
what's going on here?
I still think I can. Dana will come to her senses, and we will be together again.
How about you coming to your senses?
Did you two talk?
Oh, no. Not more talk.
Yeah, it's out of control. It's just like...
Did you talk?
My life is retarded, and let's just leave it at that, okay?
What happened?
Nothing happened. Nothing. I'm just saying, if I'm officially in a mode where if I have sex, I'm not saying it anywhere. So that's it. I'm going to have to...
So Artie had sex?
I did not have sex.
Liar. You're lying.
Did you? Who with?
If it's a hooker, Dana ain't coming back.
I did not have... Oh, if it's not a hooker, she'll be happy with it?
Yeah. At least you can deal with that.
Yeah, I'm reading this article where Artie says, I'm not above paying for it.
Oh, God, we all know that.
He said that here.
Put that in print.
That's a bit redundant.
Did you do when you went to Vegas, did you do the $3,500 weekend, girl?
Well, I haven't been to Vegas since we last talked.
But you went to Atlantic City with Dice, and I heard your show was in danger of being shut down because there was a strike in Vegas.
It turned into like a mini news story because it was the weirdest thing. The casino was completely empty outside, but they let our show go on. It was sold out, and everybody showed up. So.
Wow. They couldn't gamble, though. No gambling.
No, it was the weirdest
What was the strike all about? The workers were on strike, the casino workers?
Yeah, the Jersey governor wanted to raise the Jersey sales tax from 6% to 7%. That created this whole effect with the government workers. And,
So why does the casino shut down if government workers go on strike?
They consider some of those people government workers.
And didn't they, like, all of Atlantic City was shut down?
It was really weird. It was like a ghost town.
How long did that last?
I believe like 3 or 4 days.
Wow.
It was really insane.
Let me understand this. So, because the governor was saying he wanted to raise sales tax from 6% to 7%, that he had to do that to solve the crisis in terms of the budget, to pay workers.
Right. A lot of people were against that for some reason. I don't know details, but that caused it.
I see. All right. So then there wasn't money to pay workers, so the workers stayed home.
Right. They didn't come to work for 4 days.
So how'd they solve the fucking problem?
I don't know. I don't know how these things happen. One day they're back at work, and who the fuck knows what happens? I don't know. Politicians wheel and deal.
They should just sign a deal with Sirius Satellite. That'll pay for everything.
Absolutely.
Get the whole budget down.
Get us to do an ad campaign.
What about...
so that went off, which was good, but it was weird.
How was working with Dice?
It was fun.
Yeah?
It was a lot of fun, yeah. It was like an experience, you know. He did very well, and the show with this crowd was great.
You went on first?
I went on first. I opened.
How much did you do? How many minutes?
I did like 20 minutes.
Was the crowd pissed when you got off? Tell the truth. What went on at the Dice show? Let me hear.
Well, the first 2 guys, we work with 2 guys. A host that Dice travels with. 2 guys that Dice always travel with.
How'd they do?
And, well, they didn't get a chance to do anything.
Because they got booed off, they wanted you.
Well, they weren't booing. They were chanting my name.
So.
Even worse.
Didn't matter what they said.
Yeah, you know, but so...
Don't be humble. What happened?
I'm just saying, that's exactly what happened.
What did you hear, Gary?
No, I didn't hear anything. I was just curious... I wonder what ended up being the split on the money. Remember we were talking about that before the break?
Yeah, well, Dice took a lot of the money, and I took some of the money.
Why? Why wasn't there a 50-50 split?
Yeah, believe me, it's... and I still haven't gotten my money.
No.
Maybe there's no money.
It's a major issue.
What was the split? 60-40?
I don't know what Dice got.
What'd you get?
I got $5,000.
What?
And how many people were there?
Well, believe me, $5,000 is not what I should have got.
Artie!
Are you going to take it up with him?
Well, look, he got paid that night, and I still have not gotten my money.
Well, who did he get paid from?
He got paid from the Borgata.
And was he supposed to pay you?
Yeah.
And there was never any talk of a split? You were going by this fee?
I always did this because I was like, look, it's almost like I got to open for Dice one time. That's like you know, I wasn't going to work that day, and I said, fine, that's cool, but he wants to work again in the future, but, you know.
Not for that money.
Yeah, it's got to be different. But,
what did you expect to get paid?
I think, well, I had to do 20 minutes. He did 45 minutes, which is a big deal. That's fun, not having to do a lot of time.
Right.
But I don't know. I figured $7,500 to $10,000 is what I wanted.
Would've been fair. What do you think he got paid? You're pretty good at sales.
I have no idea. I would say around 30, 25 or 30.
Mm-hmm.
See, like, to me, I looked at it as I went to Pittsburgh, and then I made a lot of money in Pittsburgh. So it was like that combined with that made it a good money weekend.
Right.
But, yeah, there's got to be changes if this is going to continue. Because comedians, you know, I've paid other guys from my salary. You get paid that fucking night. You get paid the night you work.
Well, did you say to Dice afterwards, I need my money?
I said, what's going... He said, write down your information and I'll send you a check.
Oh.
So, I mean, what am I going to say? I said, all right, fine. Here's my information. And
how long ago was that?
It was... it's over a week ago. It's 10 days.
Yeah, the gig was the 7th or the 8th or something, right?
That's bad news.
Let's call Dice.
He can't
he's busy with the phone calls to you. Let's call him. Hey.
Now we got a prank call to make.
He can't be pulling that shit.
No.
That's fucked up.
You were going to pay the guy Saved by the Bell, what?
$2,000.
Oh.
By the way, he never showed up.
He didn't?
No.
Screech never showed up?
I did a whole news story for H100 about it.
No kidding.
He didn't show up.
This is great. So he doesn't show up, which I'm fine with.
This is the kid who needs money.
Yeah, I was fine with the fact that he didn't show up. It gave me, for 10 minutes in Pittsburgh, I fucked on him. I gave me material.
Right.
And I saved 2 G's. It was coming out of my pocket. But he apparently booked an independent movie that he couldn't get out of and get to Pittsburgh. I don't know what happened. But, yeah, Screech didn't show up.
He did call.
He didn't call. He didn't call. He just didn't show up.
You said to him, if you show up, you'll be working.
Yeah, that's what I said. Fine. You show up. I said, you don't have to confirm anything. You just show up, and you got it. But the Dice Show, the first 2 guys, they were yelling out my name, so they just left the stage.
Right.
Then I did 20 minutes.
Right.
And then Dice went out and did very well. He did like 45 minutes.
Did he go over big? Was the crowd enjoying him?
Yeah, I think so.
They didn't yell
absolutely.
your name anymore?
No. They were cool. They loved him.
Right.
I think he did very well. But the money thing is really, to tell you the truth, it's pissing me off.
Yeah.
I would
like
imagine.
an insane amount.
I'm reading an article about Artie, and that Beechers, whatever it is, comedy club.
Madhouse in
Vegas. They said when they booked Artie, number 1, Artie sells out immediately. Right. Number 2, the guy does girls, and he got all kind of things going on.
It's a variety show, yeah.
Everything was booed off stage. All they wanted to see was Artie. So the next time he booked Artie, he booked 2 shows, nothing but Artie, sold out both shows.
See? Artie, you're on a roll. Way to go. So you got laid over the 2 weeks.
I didn't know. Nothing happened.
Honestly?
Yeah, nothing.
Look me in the eye.
Nothing happened.
Lie detector test.
Pittsburgh, you had 3 chicks.
Those chicks didn't show up.
Slam dunk chicks?
Those chicks didn't show up.
You got sex.
Lie detector. Come on.
Tell us the story.
I'm always honest on the air. And I'm telling
you.
What are you telling me?
I'm being honest by telling you I can't be honest about it.
So then you got laid.
Being deceptive.
I didn't get laid.
You're being deceptive.
Did you fuck a hooker? And he was deceptive.
Look at you. No wonder you got a big smile. No wonder you lost 3 whole pounds.
So loose this morning.
That's semen.
He's got
Dude, 3 pounds of cum.
Are you kidding me? The load I got pent up in me, I would have walked in here $1.80.
He just slightly tapped the keg.
Right, exactly.
Well, Artie's got
but honestly, that this payment shit with Dice, it's like actually I'm seething mad about it.
Oh,
I don't blame
you.
Yeah. So it's like it's a big deal right now. So
he should send, if he's a gentleman, he'll send you a check for $6,000.
Oh, forget 6. He should send him a check for 10.
The VIG.
Listen, let me tell you, fucking $5,000 for 20 minutes of work, that's fine. But, you paid what you deserve to get paid. And
wait a second.
The guy came up to me and told me until I announced it, there was a third full.
So what did I tell you about going there and opening for Dice?
You're 100% right.
But you tell him.
But in other words,
I told him, I said, number 1, it should be at least a 50-50 split.
Mm-hmm.
You're going to sell out the show, and you're going to be resentful because you're not going to get headliner money, and quite frankly, you're co-headlining.
If he had written me a check that night, or the next morning, there would not be this much resent.
You shouldn't have to wait for your money.
Waiting 10 days for 5 Gs? Come on, that's fucking minor league shit. That's awful.
That's right.
And I've paid other comedians. You ask any comic I've ever worked with, they get paid that fucking night, and when it comes out of my money.
Right.
Because most comics they live hand to mouth. You gotta get paid.
Or he could have said to the club, pay Artie tonight $5,000.
Have a check ready for Artie. Absolutely. At Borgata, we know those guys down there. As a matter of fact, there's guys we've met other times on our trips when we went. I got a good relationship with them, but so it looks like I'm going to book myself there at the end of August.
Good, yeah. You take the full fee.
Yeah, but you're right. It was not the proper amount of money I should have got paid, and I haven't gotten paid it yet. Wow. So there's a couple of issues.
Yeah. If he had paid you, you'd shut your mouth about it.
Yeah, it would be like, fine, it's a professional move, but this is a guy who's been in comedy a long time.
Right. He knows the score.
This is not good.
We got to call him. That's going to be a funny call.
Obviously, there must have been some mix-up.
Yeah, the mix-up was I didn't get my $5,000.
Artie, what do you want from me, you cheap fucker? I cut the check and it's in the mail.
Yeah.
The fuck is a hickory dickory dock? I'm going to punch you in your car.
He probably says he's paying you in phone calls.
Yeah. He's going to pay you in jokes.
Like Jackie did with Ronnie.
Yeah.
Reloading!